We have every single customer fill out a completion report. Before we leave the job site, we want to make sure that you're 100% happy. We have done everything to your satisfaction and that you are 100% pleased, or we won't leave. We're not leaving until you're 100% pleased. And just a good way to make sure our customer satisfaction is always there. And again, I get those reports immediately, so if there is a question or something a church has a question about, I can address it immediately. It's not a week down the road when the mail finally catches up to me. So, and I think the customer appreciates that we're on top of it, we're watching these things, and we want to make sure that you're happy and that you're pleased with everything that we've produced.
In stained glass, there's a part of art, a part of preservation, a part of nostalgia that every person we work with understands that side of it, and they're glad to see you come. They're glad to have you there. When you're done, they're grateful that you were there. They were grateful that you came to help them to preserve their stained glass or their heritage. Here at Willet Hauser, we do not replace glass just because it's cracked. Two pieces that used to be one is worth more and more valuable in the antique value in the restoration field than to take that piece of glass and make a new one and repaint it. It probably would look good for the layperson, that would be the correct way, but it's not our way.
When our customers come to us, we spend a great deal of time educating them and explaining to them the ins and outs, the reasons we develop particular scopes of work for their jobs, the pros and cons of the variety of scopes of work. With a studio of this size and these amount of resources with craftsmen and artists, we don't have to design a scope of work based on what we can do. We can do every scope of work this industry needs. So when our salespeople, our representatives and consultants meet with a client, they're able to customize the scope of work needed for that particular client. And then they can explain it and teach the client how to do that. That, along with the proper insurance coverage, A+ Better Business Bureau rating, a Dun & Bradstreet financial stability report that exceeds all expectations, gives our clients the peace of mind knowing that their historical, priceless stained glass windows are in the best of hands.